It is a cloudy, little bit rainy, 53 degrees here at the Haggin Oaks Golf Complex in Sacramento, California, the site of where we will crown yet another champion, both individually and in the team sense, for Division II cross country. As NCAA.com brings you live coverage of the NCAA Division II cross country championships here on the West Coast. From wherever you may be watching, good morning, good afternoon, or right in the middle, I'm Kurt Darling. Pleasure to be with you as we bring you live coverage here today, and it is certainly going to be a heck of a matchup, as well as lots of big teams to talk about, and of course individuals as well. Here's the schedule as what we're looking at here. 1 o'clock, just a matter of moments, the men's 10K race will get going. The women's 6K race will be following up a little bit after that, and of course the awards ceremony will be after the conclusion of both of these competitions. Let's take a look at this flat course. We're certainly going to be looking at some fast times today, but of course it is also soggy as it has been raining over the last couple of days out here in Sacramento, so it will be interesting to see how that plays out. But you will see 3 laps circumvented around this course before we come to the finish right here at the clubhouse, and of course it'll be certainly cool to see how that plays out here. We take a look now at a couple of the storylines that we look to see here. Of course, Colorado School of Mines, certainly one to always contend for a national championship, but Wingate, they are going to be looking to double up back-to-back after they posted a perfect score in the regional. They are going to try and do what they can here today. West Texas A&M will also be one to watch as well. So they take to the line, and we are underway to get things going here for this men's 10K race here at the Haggin Oaks Golf Complex here in Sacramento. Also like to remind you, though, as well, we will not have a drone cam for you today, so it will be all on the ground. We will do our best to bring you as many great shots of this course here today. Of course, this golf complex situated just to the south of an airfield, so we could not get a drone in the air for you today, but still we have an excellent shot from behind the lead cart as we see the open of the starts. Of course, all of these teams trying to play each other out here in the early going as they condense down from a big, long start. It is certainly a long one to try and jostle for position that you certainly try to do in the opening stages of this race. Couple of individuals to certainly look out for here today. You're going to be looking at Ricardo Barbosa. He is going to be certainly one to watch as these things shake out here from Wingate. Also, Loic Skemparin of Colorado Mines. He did not compete in this race a year ago, but he will try and do what he can to get some good points here today. He is back in the lineup, as well as Ryan Hartman from Augustana. He is one of the top individual qualifiers that you will be looking to make some noise in the individual championship sense. And then, of course, William Mpansa. He is the defending individual champion from a year ago out of West Texas A&M. Had a little bit of a tough time at the regional just a couple of weeks ago. It was a snowy regional there in Denver. They ran certainly the best they could, but he still managed a 5-minute mile pace in the thick snow at Denver. So there is the field well back right now here as we try to shake things out here in the opening mile. Again, you can see how soggy the course is. Lots of rain has fallen here over the last couple of days. And out in front, you can certainly see William Mpansa right there from West Texas A&M getting to the early lead. You also see Ricardo Barbosa, who has the quick control here as we continue to see in the pack. Certainly the top runner is going to be the one to watch, but you also try to remember that this is a team sport cross country. The lowest score out of the top 5 scoring runners based on position will determine our national champion. Kind of a slow pace here at the early going as teams try to jostle for position and feel things out. We will be approaching the opening kilometer here in just a matter of moments. We talked about the Wingate Bulldogs at the beginning of the broadcast. Again, they posted a perfect score out of the Southeast region. They had all of their top 5 runners occupy the first 5 positions. They were certainly in the conversation for possibly doing that a year ago at the national meet. Not likely to happen here today, but still, Wingate has certainly shown their moxie. So here is the opening splits from that first kilometer. William Amponsa and Ricardo Barboza, as we mentioned, 2 minutes 49 seconds in that opening split. So as the score shakes out right now, though, Wingate in the early kilometer have 3 runners in the top 10. West Texas A&M and Colorado School of Mines right there as well. You also can't leave out Adams State either. The Grizzlies, they boast the most national championships out of any D2 school, both men's and women's. That'll be one to talk about later on here today, but Adams State, 13 national championships. They currently sit 4th in the team standings. Adams State led here by Romain Legendre, who is currently sitting 4th. You also have Elliot Dotson, the individual from Anderson of South Carolina, in the 3rd position at that first kilometer. The rain starting to fall, as you can see here at the Haggard Oaks Golf Complex. Tight pack here at the front. So 5 minutes have come and gone. The NCAA record set back in 1993 by Shane Healy of Adams State. 28 minutes, 4 seconds. It'll be certainly tough sledding to see that record be challenged today, but William Amponsa a year ago went 29:04, the 3rd fastest time in the history of this meet. Of course, that was on the flat course hosted by Southeast Missouri State at Joplin just a year ago. So the rain pouring right now here for this meet here in Sacramento. Things are shaking out now as we've gone through the 2nd kilometer. William Amponsa, your current leader, only by a second over Franklin Kipchirchir of Virginia Union, another top individual qualifier working in 2nd place. Elliot Dotson and Romain Legendre round out your top 4. West Texas A&M at the moment taking over the top spot in the team score. They have all 5 runners in the top 13 spots, as does Wingate. However, West Texas A&M occupying spots 1 and 3 at the moment. Wingate 4 and 6. Colorado School of Mines coming up in 3rd place, and Adams State has moved into the 4th spot and stayed there, but they have closed the gap a little bit here to Colorado School of Mines. So here are your results for the first 2K. And you see the team scores shaking out live as we get the results. West Texas A&M holding on to that top spot. But still, William Amponsa, your defending national champion in the individual sense, holding on to that top spot here for West Texas A&M. And now through that first 2K, you see Amponsa starting to give himself a little bit of separation. And you certainly can't rule out Romain Legendre from Adams State running 4th, and Will Aiken of Wingate has now moved into that 6th spot. Aiken was 2nd behind Ricardo Barboza at the Southeast region just a couple of weeks ago. So we're coming to the first mile here as you see the marker. Or rather the second mile, excuse me, at 8 minutes and 7 seconds on your clock at the moment. It'll be William Amponsa still holding on to the lead. And as those live results come in, you see Ricardo Barbosa now moving into the second spot there for Wingate, but you see a pack starting to separate a little bit here. This is the first time that the D2 National Championships have been held in California for the men since 2005. Last time they were here was in Pomona, California. This is the first time ever that the men's meet has been held here in Sacramento.
Adams State was in fourth at 2 kilometers, Grand Valley State in fifth, and Northwest.
Still waiting for those individual tabulations to be compiled at the moment, but still you see William Amponsa well out in front at the moment.
In the top 10 back at 2 kilometers. They're also joined by the man from Grand Valley State, Caleb Futter. We discussed him.
And that is Romain Legendre in second, right behind Amponsa and Ricardo Barbosa leading that backpack. But this happened a year ago. William Amponsa got out to a big lead and never surrendered in the early going. Romain Legendre tucked in second place, and there you see Barbosa. So off the previous team tabulations, Wingate having to make up some ground here on West Texas A&M. Their third and fourth runners kind of splitting the decision here between West Texas A&M as well.
I'm not sure what I just said there is actually correct. I think that is one of the men from
Colorado Mines still well back in third place in the team score. West Texas A&M out in front at last check. So now the new update here from the team score. Wingate has retaken the lead in the team score, and in fact they have done it emphatically. They are up 42 points right now on West Texas A&M. Wingate with runners 3, 6, 13, 14, and 21 in the top 5 positions. Colorado Mines is still well back in third place. So at the moment, the team competition between Wingate and West Texas A&M. William Amponsa still out in front. He was the Lone Star Conference champion and the runner-up in the South Central region, as we mentioned. Amponsa also the national champion from the spring in the 10 kilometers among D2 competitors. Excellent shots here from our camera crew throughout this Haggin Oaks Golf Complex. And now through the next 4.4 kilometers, those will be coming up here in just a little bit. Amponsa still holding on to the lead there, as you can see. Legendre still in second. But now a change in third place here at the moment, as you can see. You had Ricardo Barbosa now moving back into that pack a little bit. William Amponsa pumping very hard, looking very relaxed right now as he checks his time. Approaching 12 and a half minutes gone among this 10 kilometers. Romain Legendre keeping himself just out of reach at the moment. Lots of Wingate runners in this front pack as they try to keep that team lead in the team standings. Again, 57 points for them at the moment at last check from the 2.8 kilometer mark. And now passing through 4.5 kilometers, William Amponsa. 7-second lead on Romain Legendre, and Grant Bradley from Northwest Missouri has slotted into that third spot. You also have Josephat Melli from Harding, one of the top individual qualifiers as well, getting into the midst. From Eldoret, Kenya, a sophomore on the track, but a freshman here in cross country. He is now sitting in 4th place. Colorado Mines now making a big run now. They have overtaken West Texas A&M in the team score. You take a look at the individual results so far here through the first 4.5 kilometers. Mpansa, Legendre, and Bradley. And there are the team scores on your right. You see Colorado Mines moving into that 2nd spot now behind Wingate. West Texas A&M back into 3rd, and Adams State moving up just a little bit, but still holding on in 4th as they are led by Legendre in that top runner spot. Wingate, though, 3 runners in the top 10. That is an excellent way to score as few points as possible as we approach now close to the halfway point. Colorado Mines, again 2nd. Their lead runner at the moment, Taituan Legris, Taituan Legris from Wingate is the top runner for the Bulldogs. And right now, Colorado Mines led by Ethan Grolnick. He is at the 10th spot at the moment. 15 minutes have come and gone. William Mpansa looking to run a personal best. Again, his personal best run a year ago at this very meet in Joplin, 29:04. We've reached the halfway point. Coming to 5.4 kilometers at the next time check. You see many different types of runners in cross country. Again, it's a flat distance, 10 kilometers, no matter what, but you certainly have runners of all disciplines from the spring on the track, from 800-meter runners all the way up to long distance. Certainly a melting pot, to say the least, of different types of runners. It's also a game of chess that you certainly like to play when trying to jostle for position. Through 5.4 kilometers, William Mpansa and William Chebon of New Mexico Highlands has moved in to that 2nd spot. Ethan Grolnick for Colorado Mines making a big push. And Romain Legendre starting to move back a little bit. So you have William Mpansa, Weldon Chabon, and Ethan Grolnick, and Josephat Melli from Harding in the 4th spot. West Texas A&M occupying spots 1 and 5 at the moment, but the consistency is the key. And right now, Taituan Legris of Harding leading a big push for Colorado Mines. Taituan Legris of Wingate as well, 7th place at the moment. Team scores still being tabulated here as they sort things out through that 5.4 kilometer mark. Wingate held the lead at 4.4 kilometers over Colorado Mines. West Texas A&M in 3rd at last check. Team scores coming in, and the team score continues to go down for Wingate, occupying spots 5, 6, 8, 9, and 12. That is a very consistent group at the moment. And now updating even more here, 60 points for Wingate as a team. Colorado Mines still back a little bit with 87 points. West Texas A&M, they had the lead through 2 kilometers, but as the field starts to spread out a little bit here, they have since fallen back. There is a big gap for West Texas A&M between spots 2 and 3, between 3rd and 21st position. It's a broken record. Consistency is the key in cross country. Here you see the chase pack passing through now this next checkpoint. That is Romain Legendre at the front. And you still have William Amponsa, Weldon Chabon, and Ethan Grolnick having separated themselves. 15:42 was the check for William Amponsa at 5.4 kilometers. And now at 6.2 kilometers, it is still Amponsa at 18:08. Live results, Romain Legendre back up into the third position. And you also now see Ryan Hartman getting into the mix from Augustana. He was one of the individuals to watch at the beginning of the broadcast. Has tucked back and bought his time and now runs in the fifth position. There you see the gap from Amponsa to the chase pack. You see Legendre, Grolnick, Weldon Chabon, and Ryan Hartman all in the mix. 44 points now for Wingate, occupying the top spot in the team standings. Colorado Mines still holding on in second, and a new update, 52 points now for Wingate, 69 for Colorado Mines. West Texas A&M closing the gap a little bit now between their second and third runners, as they now have 99 points. Holding in spot number 3. Certainly a big difference been the weather from last year to this year. In Joplin, it was perfect running conditions, sunny, just north of 50 degrees at the moment. Here in Sacramento, some rain has let up just a little bit. And the temperature has risen just a little bit now as well to 57 degrees.
They had 52 points, but the Ore Diggers of Colorado School of Mines working down the tally with 69 points.
Colorado Mines still trying to get those back runners up ahead of the back runners of Wingate, as Wingate has their top 5 runners in the top 16 positions.
Wildcats of Chico State continue in 6th.
Runners still going through their paces here in the middle of the pack. Amponsa still with a wide margin. At last check, it was an 11-second advantage for the defending national champion. Coming up now on 7.8 kilometers gone here in this 10K race. This is one of only about 2 10Ks that you might see during a cross-country season. Most of these teams running in their conference meets go about 8 kilometers. Colorado Mines still trying to close the gap right now. At last check, 17-point advantage for Wingate. Wingate coached by Paul Dominic, who has really come on strong in bringing this Bulldogs program to a national powerhouse status. Again, a perfect score at the Southeast region just a couple of weeks ago. And once again with a very consistent effort, right now led by Taituan Legree. Ethan Grolnick for Colorado Mines still holding on in the second position. As we pass now over 22 minutes gone, 7.8 kilometers the next time check. You certainly talk about dynasties that we've certainly seen. Wingate appears to be doing just that as far as building one. But Adams State, the big dynasty from all the way back into the 80s and 90s, 13 national championships for the men. As you look at the chase pack again, Ricardo Barboza for Wingate back in that pack, pacing his fellow teammates from Wingate. Taituan Legree, the top Wingate runner, as mentioned before. And now we've moved through 7.8 kilometers. William Amponsa, 22:51. And West Texas A&M, in fact, occupying the top 2 spots now with Harry Loradauer. But as the points are tabulated, we will keep an eye on the team score as well. Ryan Hartman, the individual, in 5th, and Logan Bakovich from Colorado School of Mines has taken over the lead runner role for the Ore Diggers. Matthew Storer from Colorado Christian, another individual in the top 6 as well. Hamza Chahid and Taituan Legree, the top 2 runners for Wingate. The team scores still coming in. Wingate appears to still be holding the lead. Colorado Mines closing the gap just a bit, as is West Texas A&M. And Adams State sitting in 4th. You also see Chico State, the Wildcats, moving up into the 5th spot in the team score at the moment, the champions out of the West region. Amponsa, there you see, still holding a big gap at the moment. At last check, 14 seconds to second place Harry Loradauer. A plethora of runners in that chase pack right behind William Amponsa. So the team score as tabulated at the moment, 55 points for Wingate, 62 for Colorado Mines, and 96 for West Texas A&M. Grand Valley State moving into the 5th spot in the team scores right now, coached by Jerry Baltus. Unlike their women's team, Grand Valley State, the men have never won a national championship, so they certainly are moving in the right direction as they come into this meet ranked 4th. So we're now less than 2 kilometers left to go in the men's edition of this contest. Updated team scores, 64 points for Wingate, 72 for Colorado Mines. It is a neck-and-neck opportunity here between both of these two schools. In fact, all 10 runners that would be scoring for both of them are in the top 30. So here we have the team standings after 7.8 kilometers. Wingate, Colorado Mines, and West Texas A&M. Everyone chasing William Amponsa on the individual side. Romain Legendre trying to hold on in the 3rd spot. You still see Hartman as well as Bakovich from Colorado Mines in the mix too. Ryan Hartman, the RMAC Conference champion, the outright winner of the South Central region, just a couple of weeks ago, going up against, of course, William Amponsa. And there is a live look at the finishing straight as they will be coming around that bend in just a matter of moments. Through 8.8 kilometers, less than a K to go now. Amponsa, Ryan Hartman, and Josvat Melli, your top 3. Hartman right now trending 12 seconds behind Amponsa. As far as the team score, it is still a tight contest between Wingate and Colorado Mines. Logan Bakovich in 4th for Colorado Mines, and Matthew Storer of Colorado Christian rounding out the top 5. Middle of the pack here as the runners continue to navigate a wet and sloppy course here at Haggin Oaks Golf Complex. The next time check will be at 9.6 kilometers. Again, Amponsa, Hartman, Melli, and Bakovich with Storer your top four. The team score still being worked out here through that last time check, but Wingate appears to still be holding on to the team lead, followed by Colorado Mines. Colorado Mines trying to get their fourth national championship in the last 10 years, while Wingate looking for their second national championship in as many years. So we've gone through the final time check. Amponsa, Hartman, Storer, and Bakovic, with Harry Loradauer rounding out the top five. Romain Legendre of Adams State back in 6th place. Wingate now led up by Hamza Shahid in the 8th position, followed by Taituan Legree. But you have a handful of both Colorado Mines and Wingate runners in the top 20 positions. So we'll see Amponsa coming down the final straightaway. Going to be well off the time that he sent a year ago. But it'll be William Amponsa who will double up his individual national championship from a season ago. He had a tough outing at the regional couple weeks ago, but he comes across the line. William Amponsa, your two-time individual national champion. Heck of a race by him. And now we watch the team scores coming in at the 10K mark. So officially Amponsa 29:41. A new season best for him, followed by Ryan Hartman of Augustana. Romain Legendre, a big surge at the end to get third. And Matthew Storer of Colorado Christian in fourth, with Harry Loradauer in fifth. But the team competition has been between Wingate and Colorado Mines the entirety of this race. You have Colorado Mines with 3 runners in the top 10, with Bakovic, Skemparin, and Grolnick at 7th, 8th, and 9th respectively. This is going to be awfully tight. Shahid finishing 6th for Wingate, as well as Taituan Legree in 11th. And Lucas Earl of Wingate in 15th. So you have a lot of consistency from Colorado Mines, but Wingate spread out a little more, but still getting many runners to compete there with Mines. So we haven't had the team scores come in just yet. They are still working that out. And now coming in, it will likely be Adams State getting a top 5 position. Grand Valley State and Chico State all there with them as well. And as it's still being tabulated, the final runners coming in, Colorado Mines are projected to take over the lead from Wingate over that last kilometer. Colorado Mines tracking at 50 points, Wingate 54. They have not officially called the top 2 positions as of yet. Adams State with a big surge at the end as a team, tracking 3rd at the moment in the team standings at 85 points. West Texas A&M 98, and Grand Valley State making a big surge as well as a team. So officials undoubtedly trying to check the final tabulation, and it appears Colorado Mines, with lots of runners coming in the 4th and 5th positions, are going to stun Wingate here. Colorado Mines, the number 2 team in the nation coming into this meet, 62 points to Wingate's 66. And the Ore Diggers have likely claimed their 4th national championship in the last 10 years. Colorado Mines finishing 6th, 7th, 8th, 19th, and 22nd. Wingate finishing 5th, 10th, 13th, 18th, and 20th in their top 5 positions. What a tight race between those two squads. Colorado Mines, coached by Chris Simers, who's the head coach of both the men's and the women's Orediggers. Again, nothing official just yet. They have to wait for all of the runners to come in, and they will check over the film and the results as well. But at the moment, Colorado School of Mines tracking as the team champions here in Division II. Updated standings now, Colorado Mines with 63 points and Wingate with 66. Adams State third with 111 points, and West Texas A&M fourth with 134 points, despite having 3 runners in the top 10 for West Texas A&M. But unfortunately, they had a big separation between their third and fourth runners, who finished 57th and 63rd, respectively. So here are the results as they stand at the moment. Amponsa, your individual winner, following up as the Division II individual national champion, followed by Ryan Hartman. And Colorado School of Mines, looking good as the projected champions on the team side of things. Heck of a run by both of these schools, Mines and Wingate. Again, Wingate had a perfect score in the Southeast region 2 weeks ago. Certainly going to be a tall task to try and replicate that again here today amongst several other great runners. But Colorado Mines, just a little bit more consistent in the top 10, with runners finishing 6th, 7th, and 8th. So Colorado School of Mines, your Division II national champions. And now they hope to get just as good of a performance from the women's side of things, as that will be coming up at about 2:15 Eastern Time. So congratulations to Colorado School of Mines. They are your Division II national champions in men's cross country. We'll sign off for the time being, but don't go anywhere. We will have women's coverage coming up at 2:15 Eastern Time right here on NCAA.com. And also stick around for the awards ceremony coming up at about 3:15 Eastern here on NCAA.com. I'm Kurt Darling. Stick around. We'll be back in just a little bit.
Thanks for heeding the call and joining us here at the stage. At this time, we would like to present the Elite 90 Award. This award was instituted to recognize the true essence of the student athlete by honoring the individual who has reached the pinnacle of competition at the national championship level in their sport, while also achieving the highest academic standard among their peers. The Elite 90 is presented to the student athlete with the highest cumulative grade point average participating at a final site for each of the NCAA's 90 championships. We'll start with the recipient on the men's side. The recipient of the Elite 90 Award for Division II Men's Cross Country with a perfect 4.0 GPA in electrical engineering is Dylan Lamont of Southern New Hampshire University. A round of applause for Mr. Lamont. Receives the award from the chair of our NCAA Division II Cross Country Committee, Sage Fowler, doing the presentation here. And much work goes on to put on these from our committee. So, the awards there as well. Patience there. Next, we'll turn our attention to the winner of the Elite 90 Award on the women's side. The winner for the Division II Women's Cross Country with, a sterling 4.0 GPA in mechanical engineering is Jennifer Citra of Slippery Rock University. Jennifer will also receive her award from Sage Fowler of Southern Arkansas University, the chair of our committee here. Congratulations again, Jennifer. Fine representation from the Rock. And ladies and gentlemen, we will continue along here and we will start the presentation of the awards on the men's side of the competition. They were the first to race today, and so the award ceremony goes as follows with the men and then the women to follow. Please welcome the NCAA Division II track and cross-country committee members to the stage here, and they will do the awards presentation led by Sage Fowler again of Southern Arkansas. Our ceremony will begin with the top 15 men's individual performers, and those are the finishers in order. Student athletes, as they announce your name, please proceed onto the stage to receive your award and your recognition. We will start with our 15th place finisher today. That is the man from Wingate, the freshman, Lucas Earl. And collectively, we will continue forward here as we'll go next to our 14th place finisher, and that's the man from Adams State, the junior, Kittis Begashaw. We'll go then to our 13th place finisher, the man from Lewis. He's just a sophomore. He was the Midwest champion, now 13th here. That's Evan Horton. Following Evan, we will move to our 12th place finisher, 29:55.8 on the clock there for the man listed as a freshman in cross country, Yosfat Melli of Hardin. Your 11th place finisher, also running 29:55, a tight field here, the senior from Wingate, Titouan Legris. Your 10th place finisher, 29:55.3, just tenths of a second separating these gentlemen. From West Texas A&M, the senior, that is Adrian Legaretta. Your 9th place finisher today, 29:4. You're going to see a pattern developing here. This is the junior from the Colorado School of Mines, Ethan Grauman. Finishing in 8th place, 29:51.2, the senior for the Colorado School of Mines, Lois Campera. Your 7th place finisher, 29:50.1, also a senior for the Orediggers of Colorado School of Mines, Logan Vukovic. In 6th place today, 29:49.2, the man who's a senior for the Bulldogs of Wingate, Hamza Chahid. Your 5th place finisher today, 29:48.4 from West Texas A&M, the senior, Harry Lurador. In 4th place, 29:47.6, the junior from Colorado Christian, representing for the Cougars, Matthew Storer. In 3rd place, 29:46.8, the junior for the Grizzlies of Adams State, that is Romain Legendre. And your national runner-up in 2024 in the men's 10,000 meters in the cross country, 29:45.9, the man from the institution in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Augustana, the Viking, Ryan Hartman. And folks, here he is defending his title in 2023, comes back in 2024 to do the same, 29:40 on the watch from West Texas A&M, William Amponsa. Congratulations there to our top performers.
Right over here, you guys. Right down here, you guys.
Hard earned on the course, gentlemen. Raise those things high, and we'll get some great photo ops for you here. And folks, as we clear out our individuals here, we'll shift our attention to the men's team awards. We're going to recognize the top 4 performing teams. And so, men's teams, as you hear your names of your institution, please join us on the stage for your recognition. Once we clear the stairway here and we have it ready to roll, we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll start with our team in 4th place, finishing 4th today with a team point total of 138 points, West Texas A&M. The Buffs are coached by Zach Daniel and Luis Moreau. Please join us on the stage. That squad of Ampansa, Lurador, Legareta, Odone, Burse, Chariot, and Macbella. The Buffs out of Canyon, Texas.
William.
Congratulations there, boys. A little support from the crowd. We got the great photo op. And folks, next we'll turn our attention to our team that finished in 3rd place today with a total of 113 points, Adams State University. The squad of Legendre, Begashaw, Campos, Rosales, Harabi, Sherbarth, and Milan, please join us on the stage. And are coached by Damon Martin, who's assisted by Alec Duncan, Kyle Masterson, and Will O'Keefe.
Right down here, guys.
And fans, now the 2024 national runner-up in men's cross country at the NCAA Division II ranks with a team total of 66 points, Wingate. The team of Shahid, Legree, Earl, Barbosa, St. Pierre, Nutter, and Aitken are coached by Paul Dominich. The Bulldogs, please stage. Gentlemen, grab those awards and step forward. A hard-fought battle today.
Right down here, guys.
And congratulations there to the Bulldogs. Well done, gentlemen. And folks, without further ado, here they are. The 2024 NCAA Division II Men's Cross Country Team Champions with a team total of 63 points. The Colorado School of Mines. The team of Logan Bakovich, Loic Skamperin, Ethan Grall-Knight, Dawson Gunn, Jeremiah Vale, and Max Bonenberger are coached by head coach Chris Seamers, who is assisted by Mark Houston, Caleb Ulrich, Stephen Goldie, and Chloe Gustafson. Congratulations there to the Orediggers. They flip the script and take the title in 2024.
Guys, right down here, this camera right here, please. Thank you.
Folks, it's a good thing you didn't pay for the show, but it's a good one.